What is going on, people? Back with another video. Hopefully you guys had an amazing Thanksgiving if you celebrated. If not, I hope you have a great weekend. Hopefully everything is going good with you. I want to talk about, the things about having, not necessarily family and friends over for Thanksgiving, but just having quality time with your loved ones and actually playing certain video games that I love to do. And I did not realize how interested my son was in Cuphead. Now I want to talk about this and give you my thoughts about what has transpired this past week or so. Nevertheless, hopefully you guys take the time to subscribe to the channel, actually like the video, share the video, let people know what we're doing over here. We're talking about gaming and everything under that umbrella. I really would appreciate it. All right, now let's talk about this. My son has been a big fan of Cuphead, and I didn't know this because he would watch it on YouTube. He'll watch the gameplay, and he would actually want to play the game. And now I was always like, yeah, I don't know, this might be a little frustrating for you. I don't think you want to do this, but I bit the bullet probably about, let's say, a month ago, and I started letting him really play it. He has it on his Switch, and he was actually doing pretty decent in it. And I was like, wait a minute, he's not too bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody dies in Cuphead. I mean, I'm not the best player, but one thing that we wanted to do is actually start playing co-op, because this is one of the things that he was a big advocate for. He's like, Dad, I want to play with you, I want to play with you. And I'm like, well, I don't want to see my son get frustrated, and I don't want to get frustrated, because this type of game, as fun as it is, you can't get a little frustrated by how close you can get to winning or whatever. But outside of that, I was like, you know what, I'll take it a step further. Me and him are going to play, we're going to have fun, we're going to enjoy ourselves. So we went through this entire game playing it on regular. He was going to go through the simple route, but he wanted to play on regular. We was playing on regular, and we was actually having a blast. I mean, for the past week or so, we were doing absolutely great, and we ended up getting to the end. I mean, this is the footage that you see me and him playing. He's Cuphead, I'm Mugman, because he loves Cuphead, and we were actually playing. So this is the footage of us, actually completing the game. And I thought this was like really cool, because even with all of the issues that we had and the gameplay's not the best, I was really impressed. Definitely when I went back to look at this footage, that my son, he kind of held his own. He wasn't doing like the worst, or like getting whooped as soon as he started getting in. He was learning the process, and I didn't even notice like how well he was doing outside of the other levels, because like this is the first time I actually watched me and him play a game together. I don't really watch him play that much, because like I said, I don't want to see him get frustrated, but he was actually doing good on all the other levels as well. And I was like, wait a minute, he's holding his own. And for a kid that's it's only 5 years old, I was actually having fun playing the game with him. Now, like I said, I didn't do the best. I mean, I've had my issues with the game as well. I think I got about like 55% done until I was not able to really continue to play it. Life got in the way. The game came out like in 2017 or something like that, but we ended up buying a house and moving and all this other stuff. I think it came out 2017, I can't remember. But ended up doing all this other stuff, so I never got a chance to play it. Now, mind you, my son was born in 2019. So, and that as well, that's another thing. But by the time he gets old enough, he wants to play, it kind of brought that resurgence to stop playing again. And this is one thing I love about having a kid that loves playing video games. It gives me more of a sense to an urgency, or have the urge to play some of these games that I've actually put down, because he's really interested in the games. And I'm like, oh, this is so cool. And the fact that he basically helps me beat this game. And I thought it was one of the greatest moments that we had together, because all the other stuff, and obviously just being a dad in general, that's great as well. But for me and him to play a video game and actually complete it, and I was like, wow. Even when I was young and I was his age and I was playing video games, I just never thought that I was going to be in a position to actually play a co-op game with my son and actually complete a game. And a game is so, I think it's as difficult as this. I mean, we died a lot, but it was fun all the way from start to finish. And now I'm more inclined to find more co-op games to play. And like I said, it gives me that urge and desire to play games again, to actually, find some games that are actually fun and enjoyable, not the stuff that I know that I would like. But even though I love running guns, I'm a Contra fan, Metal Slug, all those games from back in the day. I love those games, but you know, this right here just gave me a whole new resurgence on trying to find some games, not just these type of running gun games or anything, but just games in general that me and him can play and enjoy ourselves. And I absolutely encourage anyone else who may have, not just a child or, like a spouse or sibling or whatever. Take the time and play these games that are couch co-op and enjoy that time with your people, because it is not necessarily you know, it's not necessarily given to you that you will have the time to do stuff like this. I mean, these type of things are very scarce nowadays, especially with whole thing with online and playing, online co-op, which is cool in itself. But it's nothing like sitting there on a couch or sitting at a computer table and actually playing these games and trying to complete a game with somebody that you enjoy spending time with. I think it's a absolutely, you know, it's really a learning. It's absolutely a great learning experience, because like I said, even my son, he gave me pointers. Hey, watch out for this, watch out for that, because like I said, I mean, he's a kid, so he watches some of the stuff on YouTube, and he was like, so some of the stuff I didn't even know about on certain bosses in Cuphead. He would tell me like, "Hey, you're gonna have to look out for this. You look out for that. I saw this. I saw that," and and he was able to do certain things, and I'm like, "How you know this stuff?" Oh, YouTube told me. So it's just one of those things where I'm like, "Hey, this was a really awesome experience." The people that made this game is actually, they're geniuses. They're phenomenal. These are brilliant people who came up with a game like this. It is so unique, and it doesn't. You don't have to worry about all the top of the line graphics, or the game, does the game look crisp and all this. I mean, it's just a good, cartoony, awesome experience to play. And even with that, like my wife was watching us play, and she actually enjoyed watching us play. She's like really interested in trying to be good at Cuphead, and because my wife, she likes playing games too, but it's mostly 2D games, so that helped out as well. And as hard as this game is, as hard as it is, she was enjoying it. And I think that's one of the things at the end of the day where you can have a great experience, even if a game is somewhat difficult. As long as you're having fun, you're learning the patterns, you're learning what it takes, to memorize some of this stuff. And it just gives you this sense like, hey, this is absolutely awesome. And I think that's what not only my wife, but definitely my son got out of. And to a sense, I did as well, because when I was growing up, these type of games were the type of games that we played on the NES. And you gotta understand, that was almost 40 years ago. And those type of things that, I just don't, you don't see that much of that type of stuff anymore. So I am so thankful that my son was able to, experience a game like this, because nowadays a lot of games kind of hold your hand a little bit, but not this one. And he really was able to experience, learn, have fun, and enjoy a game like this. And it's kind of trickled down to the whole family, to where now we're all looking at co-op games to actually have fun with. So let me know what you guys think. I think this was a phenomenal way to spend the week, and I think that it learned something. I think I learned something, and I wanted you guys to do the same thing. Let me know, what are you guys' strategy as far as co-op games? Do you guys do the same? Do you rather do online co-op, couch co-op? Do you do that with your family members, son, daughter, wife, whatever? Let me know. I would love to see that. I'll be reading the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Enjoy the rest of your holiday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace.